Hey everybody, and welcome back to Legacy of Dragonholt Season 2, Part 2, where we've just been speaking with...
Well, we've just been speaking with the Lady Regina.
Baroness Regina, that's right. Baroness Regina? Yes.
Countess
Regina. We've read Sonia's journal, which has lots of detail about the people who might be involved in the plot to murder the noble family.
I am deeply suspicious of some of these people.
She's got some crazy ideas, like this democracy thing. What's that about, eh?
I don't imagine that going down well with the guy who said, Your mother stole my throne.
Exactly right. So there's definitely someone coming after the throne as well. And we've got 6 hours left of...
Well, 6 times.
6 times, yes. Random increments of time. We've got 6 times left of day 2.
And I do believe it's another day now. So we've got, in day 3, there's the market and the bonfire.
That's right. Day 3 also seems to be the shortest day.
I guess that's because there's a bonfire.
Yeah, maybe we do that in the evening.
Yeah. But do we just have, 7 days to solve this? I feel like...
I guess so.
Because I feel like day 1 was pretty much a write-off in that case.
To be fair, she did say, get to know the people, get them to trust you. I feel like we did a lot of that already.
Totally accidentally.
So we've made a head start, if anything.
All right, so where to first?
Here's our list of things to do, I think, from what I remember in the town. We should follow up on that rumor about the haunted crypt. We should follow up the war rune and the magic sword at the smithy, and then we should follow up with Theo and the thingy, the wood trinket.
So that's probably the chatty archer, because there is no woodcutter.
Oh, that would be in Market Street, wouldn't it?
Possibly. But it'd be Chatty Archer or Market Street. But it would be...
Is the Chatty Archer open?
Probably not, because it's only just finished to be the morning. So most bars don't open, at noon.
So the problem is both of our follow-up on things seem to be at the Drunken Hog and the Chatty Archer, which are probably not yet
Well, we can
operating.
do the smithy. You can get your knife, and we can do the Market Street. And of course, if we get bored, we have the option of the magic mushroom. This is going to be a hell of a trip.
Wasn't Theo possibly somewhere else?
So Theo could have been at the market or the Chatty Archer.
Right, but the market... Now, we went to Market Street yesterday, and there was nothing there because the market wasn't on. So I don't think, honestly, there's any point in going there till day 3.
Fair enough.
I think we're probably... But to be fair, we're basically just bouncing
it did also say that he went to the Swan for breakfast, but he didn't show up when we were there.
God damn it.
Or was it the Countess Inn? God damn it. I'm going to watch the last episode, and we'll get back to you on that one. So if I look suspiciously like I know what I'm talking about, it's because I remembered it. All right, let's do the smithy first.
All right, we kindly move our people.
Blurp.
5780. I have to try and remember the Smithy's voice now. Damn it.
I mean, it's been a year. Maybe they're retired. Smithy! At the end, we've read this before, though. At the end of the market row stands a low building with a grey slate roof and a thick chimney, the smithy. The workshop portion of the building sports clapboard walls, easily opened to let in cooler air when the furnace is in use, while the brownstone annex hosts what you presume are living quarters, offices, storage, and other necessities of the smith's trade. A polished silver hammer hangs from a wrought iron signpost outside the front door, inscribed with Dunwar characters. A bronze plaque is set into the wall with the same legend written in the common tongue. Fior Brightmore, Smith.
7743! A hot wind blows around you as you duck into the workshop. The roar of the furnace is punctuated by loud clanging and the in and out breathing of the bellows.
So it's not our first time.
Do we have N1 marked?
Your arm is literally over the thing I'm looking for. N1, no. Oh no!
It's not marked.
No.
It's not our first time, so we go to 4422.
We haven't got R5 either. So we're coming back here again.
Well, that seems legit. We might be going to war after all.
True.
Fior directs your attention to her stockroom. Oh, we've read this already. It's full of trinkets and whatnot.
Ah, magical sword.
Yeah. I'm available for special commissions, of course, she adds, idly fondling her silver necklace. Well, Bozarth is. He's a journeyman. His rates are much more affordable than mine. Ha 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 ha. You can't afford me, peasants. So we can contract Fior to forge a magical sword with the war room items. 8726.
Magic sword, magic sword. Oh god, it's better not sing.
Oh,
It
if it's a
better not
singing
sing.
sword, I'll be so
I
happy.
do not want competition. It's bad enough with one of us.
It's so funny.
It's going to sing better than me, isn't it?
Oh well, that's not. I mean, that's not. It would be impossible for it not to. That's what I was trying to say.
You're a horrible friend. I saved your life when you started a fight with a goddamn Goblin King.
You did not save my life in that fight.
Oh, yeah, because your archery was doing so well.
I could have kicked their asses.
And yet you didn't.
I was holding back. You needed your moment to shine. Because you certainly don't do it on stage.
I shine on stage. Fire counts.
Let me see that. Fjord takes the rune shard from you and holds it up to the light, turning it slowly to examine it from all angles.
She's really had a voice drop in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's hard.
She shifts her chair towards a nearby table, then places the rune on the wooden surface and scrabbles about a bit for a piece of paper and a stick of charcoal. With a few quick strokes, she takes a rubbing of the rune, which she sets aside.
I'm no rune master, but I think this is the draconic glyph for war,
She says. She sketches for a moment, humming quietly, then nods.
At the cross guard, with a thread of silver running the length of the blade. Yes, I believe I can work with this.
She returns her attention to you.
With this I can forge you the finest sword you'll ever see in your life, and I'll do the work myself. None of my apprentices are up to this task. 150 gold is my fee. She takes up the
rune and presents it to you.
What do you say?
Hell yeah! We've got 240 gold. We can afford this.
We accept the offer.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. If we end up losing that bloody sword, don't you dare throw it away.
You won't regret it,
says the dwarf with a grin. She takes your money and the rune and places it into the iron box, which she closes and locks before tucking the silver key into her smock.
Brill!
She calls, and the young dwarf apprentice comes running.
Run to the stores and bring me a 10 weight of black iron and a single bar of bright mall silver.
The apprentice rushes off, and Fjord reaches for her crutch again.
I'll get started right away. Come back tomorrow. I may have something for you.
You lose the war rune. Mark story point N1. Time passes.
The encounter is complete.
So that's what the other one is.
Bye-bye,
Getting the sword
Warren.
back.
Bye-bye.
Cool. So where are we now?
So, now we've got to go somewhere else.
All right.
I don't think the Drunken Hog or the Chatty Archer are open yet because it's too early.
What kind of bars are these that aren't open for the mid-morning drunkard?
They're in... Yeah, well, you're not wrong. Didn't someone say that something about the Northern Road?
Yeah.
I feel like there might be something on the Northern Road for us to scope out. Have we actually been to 1260? I don't think we have.
Shh. I make a record of where I've been, okay?
It's a pretty comprehensive record.
No, we've not.
Okay, let's go Northern Road, yeah?
They call it the road, the Northern Road. There's just a giant sign in capital.
on an adventure.
We're going to get stuck at the gate. 1260.
Cruising on the highway.
Guarantee you there's a toll booth and we can't afford to get through.
Because we just bought a magic sword.
Yeah. That sounds about right for us.
We wanted to go on an adventure, but we blew our money on a magic sword. Okay. Aha! A dirt road leads away from the village, running mostly straight across a rocky plain to the north until it disappears over rolling hills that give way to more mountainous terrain in the distance. If story B3,
It
B5, or U3 is marked, read entry 4930.
B3 is the only one that's marked.
Nothing of interest is happening here right now. This encounter is complete.
So 4930?
4930. That's more exciting than nothing's happening here right now.
Actually, do you know what? I'm making a case for this. I've got history as part of my character sheet. This is important to me. I'm chronicling my adventures with the crazy cat dude.
The crazy cat dude. I'm the sane one.
You clearly aren't.
Armed with the approximate location of the rumored crypt, you consider a hike to the north. Do we have S6 or U4 marked?
No, neither.
Then we can read entry 1008 in the Crypt of Carthun quest book.
Okay, 1008 in the... So, crypt...
Well, that was unexpected.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that to actually work.
I was not expecting that to actually work either, and now apparently we're... I feel like we should probably have waited for the magic sword before doing this. But that's a whole day away. And how are we going to run the day out otherwise? All the bars are closed.
What's the number we're after?
1108 in the Crypt of Carthun.
8. Alright, I need to grab that.
I've got it here. Oh, yes, you need that one.
Yeah, you know, the other one.
This is the Crypt of Carthun book, and it looks totally safe and fine.
Yep. Error. There we go. And remember, you should always make copies of this because you want to play it again. So we are on 1108. We're going to get killed by ghosts, aren't we?
Yes. We're on 1008.
1008.
You make your way north over the rolling hills and into the highlands. You come to a canyon that cleaves the earth in two. A worn track winds its way down the crevasse to the scree-strewn floor below. Cliff faces looming to either side, you come to the entrance of the crypt. Two large stone doors set into the face of the canyon wall, above which stands the figure of a noble warrior, carved from the living stone.
Wait, living stone?
That's like Conan.
Oh, God.
His family were turned into living stone.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Flanking the door are two statues of noble lupine beasts. You pull open one of the doors and enter the catacomb's antechamber. Beyond the slanting pillars of light that stream in through the entryway, the room is dark as night. You light a torch to see by. Eerie shadows dance across the dusty cobwebs that cover nearly everything in this shadowed hall. You can barely make out some sort of decoration on the walls beneath the masses of cobwebs. You clearly see the webs...
You clear the webs away.
To find a mural beneath. It appears to have withstood the passage of decades.
The mural depicts a great hero taming two wolf-like beasts, the spitting image of the statues outside. These two creatures are seen throughout the other murals, following their master faithfully. Clearing the webs from all the walls of the room, you see a grand narrative play out. The hero in the murals goes on to face numerous trials, standing tall against monsters of ever greater power and ferocity. The penultimate portion of the mural depicts the hero in battle with the mightiest of all monsters, a dragon of unfathomable grandeur. In the final panel, the hero defeats the dragon with what appears to be some kind of magical relic, but part of the mural has crumbled away, and you cannot make out quite what the relic is. Of course. Leaving the mural behind, you spy only two passageways that lead away from the antechamber. You hold your torch high. The right passage goes only a few paces before being blocked by a cave-in. The passage to the left extends into the darkness beyond your torchlight.
Okay, interesting. So let's flip our activation tokens.
Pretty sure it's you first.
Well, I think actually we can choose, can't we?
Follow the unblocked passage to the left, or attempt to clear the blocked right passage. Well, I'm not going to be doing the heavy lifting, so...
Do we have anything that might help us clear a passage?
No. Well, we've got explosives, but I'm not sure if we're still allowed to use those. Because we had explosives from the mine.
Well, at the moment it's not asking for... But do you have any skills that might help? Is what I'm saying.
I have athleticism. What do you have?
Well, you've got willpower.
Why are these rocks not moving?
Look, all it takes is determination and you can accomplish anything.
I feel like I should be the one lying to you because I've got deception.
Do you want to do the blocked passage or the unblocked passage?
I mean...
I feel like clearing the passage is intriguing to me for some reason.
It's intriguing, but as much because either that's a cave-in that happened or someone was sealing it off. So there's either bugger all behind there or something really bad. Yeah. Let's go for it.
Alright, so we're going to try and unblock the passage on the right. 9261.
9261.
You waste your entire day and make no progress. Return to town.
Do you have this special item? No. Well, you suck.
Yep, oh dear.
Oh, what?
You spend some time clearing the rubble. It's hard work and not very safe. The floor is cracked from the collapse and the uneven ground is difficult to move while dragging heavy slabs of stone.
Crap.
As you heft a number of larger pieces into the antechamber, you notice that some of the stones have been blackened by incredible heat, their surfaces utterly scorched.
Dragon.
You each lose a stamina, and you each lose 2 additional stamina if you do not have endurance.
I'm down to 9.
And so am I.
So, what made us think we were good at clearing rubble?
I said, did we have any skills to help with this? We were like, no, and then we proceeded anyway.
It worked before.
2 time passes.
Yep.
Under one of the slabs you find the remains of some poor dwarf. The body has been there for no more than a few years, at your best guess. You suspect she was a tomb raider caught in the partial collapse of the ceiling. You search her person and satchel. She wore a red bandana tied around her upper arm. The mark of membership of a particular local thieves' guild. But now it hangs loose around the exposed bones of her decaying form. You discover the cause of the collapse. The dwarf carried with her a number of dwarven firebombs. You see the remnants of some of that previously exploded here, as well as blast patterns, scorch marks, surrounded by the decayed husks of spiders as large as her head. As you rifle through her decrepit pack, you find a number of coins, a vial of red liquid, and a few firebombs that are still intact. You gain 30 gold, a healing potion. You go story mode point C6 and go to entry 3853.
Do you want the other healing potion? Because I've already got 2.
Sure, why not?
So, C6. So, why can't I pick up the fire bombs?
I feel like that's story point C6, right? Like
Okay,
it'll be like
3,
if you
8,
have
5, 3.
3853. I feel like at some point it's going to reference.
Well, we've lost a quarter of the time and made no progress.
We might need fire bombs to progress later, though.
Oh, smug. Smug cat. Go lick yourself. I have a new insult.
Yeah, well, you need to find someone to lick you, Stinky.
That's a musk, okay? It's supposed
That's the dwarven scent. You clear rubble and collapse stone until your back and muscles ache, but there's no end in sight. You conclude that the entire tunnel has collapsed and return to the antechamber to follow the unblocked passage instead. 5961.
Yep.
So hopefully those fire bombs will come in useful.
Otherwise, your unerring sense of direction.
You follow the passage away from the antechamber. The light from outside is quickly drowned out by the oppressive darkness of the catacombs. You continue on by torchlight. Some kind of subterranean vines grow between the stones of the walls and ceiling, hanging down in places like monstrous tendrils. Time passes.
Yep.
After a sharp turn, you notice that the floor is no longer stone slabs, but thick oak planks. The wood is sturdy and tarred, although it's showing its age. It has not fallen to rot or damage yet. You test the flooring with a foot. The planks seem solid enough, but they clearly cover a hollow in the actual stone. Do we have reasoning or thievery?
No.
Why are we so shit?
Why are we so bad at this game? What's that? It's 9-6.
3814.
3814.
We'd only go if we had reasoning or skill. Thievery,
We probably would have found something cool.
Yeah, or like avoided some kind of trap.
All right, Akbar.
You think nothing of the sudden change in flooring. Perhaps the floor gave way to a sinkhole that was later replaced. You think to yourself as you continue onward through the darkness. However, after you walk a few paces, you hear a distinct metallic clicking, and suddenly the floor opens beneath you, dropping you hard into a deep, dark pit.
Oh dear. It's 36279.
Yep. This is a disaster.
Athletics.
Imagine if we just died. People waited a year for this.
Sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm a city dwarf. I don't like these weird adventures this idiot keeps bringing me on.
You plummet through the darkness and with the shock of surprise as much as impact collide with the floor below.
Oh god.
The bone-crunching landing knocks the wind out of your lungs. You are certain you have broken at least a couple of ribs. You each lose 4 stamina? At the bottom of the pit you collect yourself and assess the situation. The pit is the same width as the corridor above and nearly 10 paces long. You see you are not the only victim of the trap. A mouldering pile of bones wrapped in desiccated flesh lie on the floor of the pit. By the size of the bones and the tusks on the thick skull, you think this was an orc. The bones in the wretched orc's legs are shattered beyond anything he could have done to heal himself trapped down here, as he was. If story point C6 is marked, go to 4858.
It is.
That's the bloody gold, isn't it? That's the firebombs.
4858. I would point out we've got healing potions. We can recover half.
Oh, thank God, I'd forgotten. Yeah, we desperately need those.
Should we do that?
Can we do that at any time?
Yeah. Why not?
All right.
Just use an item.
Yeah, alright, let's use a healing potion.
So I'm going up by 6, which puts me to 11.
It recovers half of our hit points?
Half of your maximum stamina.
Great, so I will also go up to 11.
And then we're both down to 1 healing potion.
Yeah, I need a pencil eraser for this, really.
Wuss. Seriously. Never go exploring without a magic potion to fix your broken, shattered legs.
Agreed.
I like to think that I wasn't falling too badly, but you landed on top.
I like to think that I landed on all fours and you landed on your head.
No, I landed on your head.
Right, 4858.
4858.
By your estimation, the remains have been decaying for as long as the dwarf you found in the collapsed corridor above you. You search the body, clearing away a blanket of dust-choked cobwebs and rifling through the pockets of the tattered tunic and leather pouches that nearly crumble at your touch. In one of the pouches you find a fistful of gold coins, in another a sealed ceramic vial that sloshes distressingly when you give it a shake.
That's a firebomb.
Perhaps most telling, you find a familiar red bandana tied about what was once a thickly muscled bicep. You recall that such bandanas were worn by the Guild of Thieves. You gain a strength potion and story point V8.
What's a strength potion? The liquid... when you drink this, you gain athletic skill, brawling skill, and endurance skill for the remainder of the
current day. That's pretty good.
Mm. So we just have one of them.
1538.
1 strength potion. So not a total waste of time. 158?
1532.
1532.
1532.
1532. You raise your torch to get a better look at your surroundings. The walls are made of smooth stone slabs, expertly crafted with virtually no grooves between them to use as handholds or footholds for climbing. Above you is only shadow. Your torchlight doesn't reach the corridor you fell from. You see no other way to escape the pit. Attempt to climb the walls? Examine the craftsmanship of the stonework? I have craftsmanship. Beckon the vines and roots to breach the walls requires the rune skill. We don't have that.
I have that.
You do?
I have runes, yeah. Remember that's how I cast magic.
I forget that you're a cat that's magical.
Well, I don't like using it, remember? I used it to fight the demons, but...
It did not go well.
It went well last time. I knocked the bandits off the wall. I just don't like using it.
I kind of feel like dwarves don't build stuff. Well, I kind of feel like looking at the stonework, I could find a hidden entranceway.
Alright, well, let's try that then.
It's probably just going to be like, yeah, this is great, we're screwed.
You're like, yeah, it's 3803.
What great craftsmanship of this pit of doom.
You closely examine the craftsmanship of the walls and floor. The stonework is phenomenal, purely genius. The stone slabs are not only ground to the smooth finish, but they are secured in a way so as to leave barely a gap between them. That is, except for a narrow gap near the floor. The gap is of uniform width and a hand's breadth long. You produce a dagger from your belt and insert it into the slot. The blade contacts something metal within, and when you apply more pressure you hear a distinct metal turning, and the adjacent wall slab swings open slightly, revealing a secret tunnel leading into the darkness and away from the pit.
Never build a pit you can't get out of. That is rule number 1 of engineering. Is it 5209?
5209.
Yeah. First rule of building pits. Don't make one you can't get out of, because eventually some git's going to throw you in it.
You follow the secret passage as it winds deeper underground. The tunnel is shorter and narrower than the hall you fell from, and the crushing weight of the earth above you seems to press in from all sides.
Well, some a dwarf.
Eventually you come to a stone door. You push it open and find yourself on the landing of a staircase that spirals even deeper into the ground. As you observe the stairs by torchlight, the door to the secret passage closes behind you. You are awestruck by the artistry of the hidden door, for once it is closed it looks like nothing more than a wall. With nowhere else to go, you descend the spiral stairs. Time passes.
Read entry quadruple 3.
Oh, I can't believe how much time
we've wasted half the day falling.
Why have we made no progress?
I don't know. You reach the bottom of the tightly turning stairs. A long, wide corridor stretches out before you. Thick nets of white webbing fill the corners of the hall, rounding the edges until it looks more tunnel than constructed corridor. Alcoves, hardly large enough to fit the desiccated remains of long-dead souls, are set 3 high into the walls. The webs drape the burial niches like dusty white veils. You hold your torch high and move cautiously through the hall, cutting your way through the thick sheets of web. As you pass through the curtains left by your blade, you spy hundreds of red jewels reflecting the light of your torch. The jewels begin spilling out of the burial alcoves, and you realise they are no precious stones, but the eyes of too many foul, skittering creatures. At the last second you think to look above you, and you catch sight of 2 spiders, each the size of wagon wheels, descending towards you from the ceiling, sliding gracefully along impossibly thin strands of web. Well, crap.
This is fine.
Do we cut them down with your weapons? That's going to cost us health. They're going to be poisonous. Set the web ablaze with your torch, or scorch the hall with runic fire.
Well, we don't have Arcana, do we? So we're not doing that.
Ah, but it's runic. Come, you have runes.
But I have runes, not Arcana.
Magic's magic. So what should we do? Set them ablaze? I feel like having fire down here is not going to be well for us, but probably get rid of the spiders quicker. I'm not sure.
Well, we're going to have to find out what we do about the spiders tomorrow on Ready Steady Play. So we'll be back tomorrow to see what happens with the spiders in the tunnel.
At this point, it was like we got down there and I just saw webbing and went, this is not going to end well.
I feel like we are woefully underprepared for this.
Whose idea was this?
Whose idea was this?
Goddamn stupid cat.
It wasn't my idea.
It was totally your idea. I wanted to go to the Chatty Archer in the market.
It was closed. The evil tomb was open.
The evil tomb's always open.
What do you want?
What do you think the spiders eat?
Well,
oh, we're screwed.
Come back tomorrow to find out how we're screwed.
Bye.
Don't they wrap you in web and then suck your guts out?
Yeah, pretty much. They wait for you to decompose.
Great. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be good.